everyone. It's Joanna here, and today we'll explore 7 methods of passive income that we all can build for ourselves. We might have heard of some before, but today is the day we compile them all into one video and delve into them practically, so we too can savor the sweet feeling of making money, even if just a little, while doing nothing. Let's dive in. Before we proceed, today's video is sponsored by the platform Freedom24, and we're very grateful to them. I've left my personal link both in the description of this video and in the pinned comment. By using it, not only are you supporting the channel, but if you're above 25, you also get your first stock for free, worth up to 800 euros, just to kickstart your investments. But if you're under 25, you get a whole month of free commissions. And while we're on the subject, please give this video a like and drop a comment, even if it's just a heart. It really helps with YouTube's algorithm, and this channel wouldn't have grown this much without all your incredible support. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, and of course, please share this video with someone. Have I mentioned my free newsletter? Every morning in your inbox with programs, grants, financial news about Greece, our taxes, and the latest developments. The link is in the video description. Sign up and I'll see you tomorrow morning in your email, ladies and gentlemen. However, the purpose of the videos is to entertain and inform. This is not investment advice. I'm an amateur investor. I only invest my own money. I am never certified. We never take financial advice from the internet. We only trust the experts, and we always conduct our own research before investing in any project or platform. There's just one more thing I want to mention before we start. True passive income, not the various scams and pyramid schemes promising miracles for pennies, requires commitment to 2 things, either combined or separately: time and money. No one hands out money unless we sacrifice something ourselves, right? And let's always remember, if it sounds too good to be true, then it isn't, folks. We might want to believe it's true and that we've lucked out, but most likely we'll end up regretting our financial losses. So, be careful. And with that in mind, let's delve into methods that genuinely work. Building and maintaining a website. But you might say, I have no idea about websites. Not how to run them, nor how to create them. Firstly, setting up a basic website on WordPress today is pretty straightforward, as everything, literally everything, is available for free online and on YouTube as tutorials. But even if the construction is challenging for us, here we've seen the ultimate marketplace to buy and sell services. We purchase then the services of another person to set up the website for us. Now, all that remains is to find engaging topics to cover and to gain website traffic. What can this traffic bring us? Once it's up and running, we look for all types of sponsorships. Companies, affiliate programs, Google ads, collaborations with other platforms, and anything that can yield passive income. Let's not forget that major Greek websites like Car, Scrouts, and others started just this way. Good idea, a web page, now providing passive income even if it's just from Google AdSense, since other methods require our active involvement. It could be about anything from cooking to cars or beauty tips. Look at Google Trends, see what's trending, and if you love any of those topics, start writing. A second and perhaps more specialized approach is for those with the knowledge and ability to create and then sell an application or software. There's a case of a man from America who made the game Flappy Bird. This man, at one point, was making $50,000 a day from the ads viewed by the players of his game. And we're talking about a game almost identical to Super Mario, which is a 30-year-old game. Simple and not so original, but it did the job. Of course, we don't need to create something like that. Even an investment calculator or an electronic planner can be successful and generate money for us, especially if we sell the rights or list it on the App Store and get downloads. A third way, which is a bit tricky and comes with a surprise, is leveraging our real estate. We might own property that's unused, or know an elderly person who owns property and either can't or doesn't want to manage it. Taking on the cleaning, making it presentable, and renting it out either on a platform or long-term is perhaps the oldest and most well-known way of generating passive income. Yes, it's work at the beginning and requires some oversight, but the income is largely passive. Or alternatively, we purchase the OUS, a real estate management company that has had a 5% dividend for the past 60 years. Thus, we have passive income from real estate without actually owning any property. We showcased it here, and I've already invested 1,000 euros there. Another, completely different approach is for us to offer house-sitting services in our neighborhood. I'm not talking about cleaning or doing repairs and renovations, just that when the tenants are away, we could go every 2 to 3 days, water the plants, check for leaks, see if any device has been left plugged in, and so forth. This is what's known as house-sitting in America, and it's quite prevalent. It can be done in cities when everyone goes on vacation, or in smaller places where we can watch over cottages, rental rooms, or hotels that close for the winter. It's not yet that popular in Greece, but guess what? Being early adopters gives us a greater margin for profit. And this service is definitely in demand. Now let's shift to something more financial. If we don't want or can't commit time, but have some money, we can deposit it into a savings account or fixed deposit to earn a return. Here we must remember that we are in Greece, hence fixed deposit rates are very low, with an average deposit interest rate of 0.3%, but there's a super duper alternative from Freedom 24, of course. The returns on term deposits can easily achieve yields of over 3%, as we've seen in detail here. And yes, 3% for money that's just sitting there isn't bad at all. Without doing anything, guys. Lastly, another way to build our passive income is to dive into the realm of print on demand, specifically with products that are 3D printed by specialized printers. We can buy such printers ourselves and then, through platforms like Printify and Printful, take orders, print them, and ship, thereby making money. In essence, we invest money in materials and the printer and time to find customers and orders initially, but later we let our printer churn out money, especially once we have satisfied customers and gained traction on the platforms. And it puts us at the forefront. So, print on demand, but totally different from the traditional t-shirt model. To conclude and to mention a seventh method that can't be left out when discussing passive income, there are dividend portfolios like the one I'm building every month by investing 2,000 euros. By the way, the August stock where we'll invest 1,000 euro is coming soon, and it'll excite us. I personally opt for the ETF DGRW, aiming for an increase in its value, a continuously rising dividend, which is currently at 2.2% but is on the rise, and all of it is completely tax-free. To obtain it, we open our investment account with Freedom 24 through the link in the description to also get a free stock worth up to 1,000 euros. Next, we click on the transaction field, type in DGRW, hit open session, enter the code sent to our mobile, click buy, and we're done. Now we've secured value for our money and it's continuously increasing and tax-free to boot. In closing, a big thanks once again to the Freedom 24 platform for sponsoring today's video. I've left my personal link both in this video's description and in the pinned comment. By using it, you're greatly supporting the channel. And if you're over 25, you'll get your first free stock worth up to 800 euros, a little something to kickstart your investments. But even if you're under 25, you'll receive a whole month of commission-free trades. I look forward to your comments with ideas for future videos, questions, or any clarifications about what we discussed today. That's all from me. Sending you all my love, and I'll see you soon in the next video.